Hello everyone, I'm Andrew. Thanks for tuning in. I'm back to continue reading chapter 8 of my book, Beyond Recovery. So I'm just going to continue to cover the material. If you've been listening, I appreciate it, and I hope it's helpful. Chapter 8, Reprogramming My Mind. Let me strongly encourage you to change your habits. I found it necessary to send some signals to my subconscious mind that I was going to get in harmony and in tune with change. I started with little things to build up momentum. I found that even changing the little things could have a profound impact and make a huge difference in any situation. This ultimately would change my perspective and heighten my awareness. Here are some of the things I decided to change on purpose. Number 1, I started choosing different gas pumps at different gas stations randomly. I quit going to the same pump at the same time at the same station every day. Anything to not create a pattern. 2, I began parking in different unfamiliar parking spots at the grocery store and everywhere else, really. I quit parking in the same spot or on the same aisle I usually did every day. And you recognize that you do these things habitually. You like park in that same spot or on that same aisle or near the same. I decided to change the position I held my head. I focused on the angle of my jawline. I used to have my head laid back, my forehead and chin up to the sky. So this is who you would have seen. When I changed it, now my chin is down. It seems like a tiny thing, but it changed my perspective and helped me change my life. Viewing things differently, the way people saw me. I began to try eating some different foods on purpose. I decided that I didn't like fish because of some kind of fear or mystery that could be corrected or dissolved by trying some fish until I found a fish that I like to eat. Mistakes were to be expected, but overlooked and forgiven to reach the goal of adding a fish dish to my rotation. I chose this action instead of eating the same things every day that I eat. I visited many churches, and I attended services at my church that I had never been to before. I chose to do this instead of just going to the one service that I was comfortable with. These are all tiny little things that had a huge impact on me. I met new friends. I tasted new foods. I saw things from a different angle, and I knew that others were getting a different portrait of me as well. I met a new greeter at the grocery store and ultimately changed my perspective and attitude towards change itself. Now my subconscious mind and my conscious mind have some facts and truths to proclaim. Change is good. Let me be a harmonious part of it. This laid the groundwork for changes that I considered to be bigger events in my life. Like, 1, I began to tell myself all day how blessed I was and how blessed I am. Doing this automatically changed my old habit of self-resentment and pity affirmations. I began to learn how to play piano, one of my newfound joys of my life. This changed my old pattern of talking myself out of it or being too intimidated to even try. I began to donate my time, my money, my services to the church and other worthy causes. This changed my old pattern of poverty consciousness and telling myself I didn't have a gift to give. I read a book, then I read another book. This changed my thinking that I didn't have time to read. I began to memorize my favorite books and inspiring quotes. Some of them by listening to them all day, audio. I began to listen to sermons, seminars, books, and affirmations, and positive uplifting music while I worked. This changed and replaced my old habit of listening to whatever was on the radio, or going over and over my problems in my own head, or talking about meaningless negative stuff with random people. Life's hard and then you die and then everybody's out to get you. Yeah, work chatter. Suddenly, I began to see everything I did was a decision and a choice I could make and do on purpose. So having this awareness of choice and decision gave me some power and responsibility. Responsibility for what my life was already, and the power to change it. So I should decide something is good for me or not. Should I choose to do the activity enough times, it will become a habit. I mean anything. This is how our coping skills are developed, and this also governs in the particular way we do something as simple as pour ourselves something to drink. You must become conscious of the spirit controlling the body and the mind, or you will continue to live out of habit. And if you have any bad habits, they will not change or vary. Decisions lead to choice. Choice leads to habit. Habit leads to paradigm. Paradigm leads to a new identity. This process governs every result you have ever received. The mental process used to form a habit of obsessively washing your hands is the same mental process used to habitual success at anything. The mental process used to form a habit of being generous and kind is the same mental process used to form a habit of putting on your seatbelt and shutting the car door. It's the same mental processing. You start by doing things differently, one at a time, one day at a time. Then you make a habit and a new decision of the new decision and the new choice. It can be small or seem tiny. Try a different topping on your pizza. Try loving, supporting, and encouraging people when they have been rude or ugly to you. Nobody wants to do that, but there's joy in it. Try taking a different route or form of transportation to work. Change is good. Be a part of the change. Trust the results, even if they seem terrible. You will see some great changes happening from small decisions. This should build your confidence about making bigger changes. Repetition of good, healthy information is extremely important. Repetition of good, healthy information is extremely important. Repetition of good, healthy information is extremely important. It is. I already know there is more likelihood that you will retain that information because I repeated it. Trying new things will help you discover or define what you don't want to do as well as what you want to do. Moreover, you will have studied, tested, and legitimate reasons why you do or do not like something. In other words, you won't just say, hey, I don't like that. You'll know, hey, I tried it. I tried it from every angle, tried it different ways. I don't like that. Don't bother wasting your time or energy recycling or regurgitating your problems and the possible nightmarish results from them. Instead, begin to declare that one or more solutions to your problems already exist and is on its way to you. So every problem, multiple solutions exist. Even stuff we can't even imagine. In the shortest, simplest form, all is well. While listening to Abraham Hicks again tonight, it became apparent to me that I am not relaxed enough. I'm not focusing enough of my thought, spirit, energy, and time on simply feeling good and relaxed. My analytical and mathematical mind, part of my brain, rejoiced upon hearing these words and coming to this conclusion. The part of me that is always searching for a pattern or formula shouted, finally, a common denominator, relaxed, feel good. Being good will make me feel good. Being a good father will make me feel good. Being a successful businessman will make me feel good. More than enough finances to circulate makes me feel good. Donating my time and services help allow me to feel good. The thought and the emotion are what's important here. You can choose to feel good before the evidence appears. When you're in a vibration of feeling good, you welcome good things. Every awesome, amazing thing that's ever happened to you, you were feeling good when it happened. You were relaxed, most likely. Furthermore, feel bad was the cause of all my troubles. Depression, anxiety, poverty, all the things that caused me to feel bad, and that attracts more feel bad. If feeling bad constantly was the root of my problems, then feeling good constantly was the obvious solution to the equation. So I became determined to spend more time feeling good, to draw the things I desire closer to me. I have studied many cases of recovery and reprogramming, ranging from I think I may need to go to treatment to 40 plus years free from addiction and successful and happy. Through studying others, this has given me an extremely in-depth knowledge about the mind of an addict and confirms the feel good or feel bad theory. I made sure to study people that were struggling or succeeding, people that were Jewish, Christian, Buddhist, all walks of life. My hope was to confirm that this theory and method did not discriminate. It's a formula for all. We were created to feel good, and we will achieve more of our potential if we are in a constant state of feeling good. I was encouraged to know some of the successful studies were already aware of some of the principles I'm discussing in this book. I'm not surprised that God, the universal intelligence, sent me all of these well-rounded, unique perspectives from every end of the spectrum. These real-life studies help me to validate these methods and principles. If there is a truth, there will be facts to be had. Quote Raymond Hollywell from Working with the Law. These studies can help people no matter what spiritual beliefs or any other circumstances for that matter. I'm going to use the next few pages to describe a couple of different cases in depth. 13 minutes, okay. Well, I'm going to stop there for today. We're well into chapter 8. I'm going to discuss some of the personal cases of recovery that I studied. Again, these people came into my life, and I do not think it was a mistake. I'm pretty sure it was well on purpose. And I'm going to discuss those in the rest of chapter 8. And we're on page 68 of 95 in this typed version. So, thanks for joining me. It's Beyond Recovery, Andrew, and I appreciate you. Have a good day.